Welcome to Rock Up Podcast, everybody. It's your buddy, Joe Redbeard, flying solo tonight. Cousin Dylan has some family stuff he had to take care of, so it's just going to be me and you. Excuse me. Ooh, that sounds like beer. That one sounded like a good beer. Got me a couple cans of Moose Drool. Big Sky Brewing Company out of great state of Montana. Anyway, I'm going to be sucking these down, playing some music for you, and bitching at you a little bit. Hope everyone's strapped in and is ready to fucking rock and roll. As I said, thank you all for tuning in to Rock Gut Podcast. Rock Gut Podcast is brought to you by Blackbird Tattoo and Piercing, 300 South State, Clearfield, Utah. Go there, get an appointment, and get tattooed or get pierced. Also, Anti-All Forever Records. Go to spikesandhatestoreenvy.com and buy some shit. There is some good shit on there. There's a couple of my favorite bands that are fucking being distributed through there. War Grinder, Northern, Elegiac. Just fantastic fucking bands. So definitely go on, get on there and support that, because they got some quality shit. And you know how we do on Rock Up Podcast, man. We like to support that underground, real deal heavy metal. We don't want to fucking be playing some like fucking, I don't know, Five Finger Fuckface or I don't know, whatever else is passing off as fucking metal these days. But I digress. If any of you lovely folks want to get in contact with me, best way to do that is rockupodcast@gmail.com. Also on any of the social media bullshits. I usually see those within, a few hours. So hit me up. Talk to me. Tell me your dreams and wishes and secret desires. I promise only to share them with a select few. Okay? I'm fair about it. I'm fair and I'm honest. And that's more than you could say about most of the politicians. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's start the fucking show, right? You know how we do. Everybody got yourself a little, a little shotty shot. Single or double. Whatever you got in front of you. For all you straight edgers listening. Tall glass of milk. Maybe just a glass of water. Hydration's important. Yeah. Ching ching. For the lost. Now I just had me a shot of my old go-to Jim Beam. Sorry. Yummy. Ooh, I got some good news today. I got some exciting news for the podcast for next Sunday. Two of my dear friends, one of them happens to be a sponsor of this podcast, owner of Blackbird Tattoo and Piercing, and the other dear friend of mine, man needs no introduction, host of 9 Cents, Speak of the Devil. All these are YouTube kind of video casts that he does. But yeah, like host of 9 Cents, Speak of the Devil, Spoken Word. I don't know what the fuck else he's doing. He does a lot of shit. Okay. Both of them do the Infernal Brotherhood of Scruffy Nerf Herders. which is where they talk all about Star Wars. So, whatever. Reverend Church of Satan, Reverend Adam Campbell, Church of Satan, Citizen Cameron John. So, yeah. Oh, hang on. I should do the clappy claps. Let me introduce him again. So, next Sunday, we're going to be reviewing the movie Erotica by Glenn Danzig, which I heard is just a old dried up white piece of dog shit. So yeah, man, look forward to that, because we're gonna tear him a new asshole, which is funny because we're all kind of fans of Danzig. But hey, fuck you. But yeah, Church of Satan Reverend Adam Campbell and Church of Satan Citizen Cameron John. Yeah, that'll be very fun. Always fun. Oh my god. Always fun to have them on. Just because we've been friends for so long. And we're all jokesters. We're all funny. We're all kind of goofy and dumb all at the same time. So it's always just I don't know. It's always just incredible whenever I have those two guys on here. And yeah, I haven't had them over to the new house either, so I'm excited about that. Just have them over here at the house. Alright, boys and girls, I guess without further ado, we should probably play a little music. Italy's Hateful, technical kind of death metal band off of, I believe it's Transcending Obscurity Records. They got a new album coming out pretty soon. It's very exciting. So let's get into that. Hateful from Italy. Italian Hateful. The song is called Oxygen Catastrophe.
What the
Hateful, straight out of Italy, off of Transcending Obscurity Records. They got a good handful of pretty great bands on there. That band was definitely technical. There was some math. I think they call it math guitar. Math. But you know, the wah 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 kind of deal that you used to hear hardcore bands like Botch, and I don't know. I think they stole that from the band In Flames or whatever. Anyway, cool song, Hateful, new album off of Transcending Obscurity Records, which is a mouthful to say in and of itself. Kind of remember, or not remember, kind of reminds me of a band called Veil of Nath that is out of Denver. Yeah, and I got to see them play. When was it? The Suffocation, Hate, Belphegor, Incantation. It wasn't Suffocation, it was Incantation. Incantation and Dark Funeral. Devastation Nation Tour, whatever. Veil of Nath opened up for them, and that was they remind me a lot of this Hateful band because there's a lot of very, very technical death metal, very skilled musicians. I like it, you know. Hey, I like it. It's fun shit. It's always cool to hear people that are really good at play. But you know, it's always great to hear people that just you know, let's get past the bullshit and let's just beat your fucking face in. Mortician style music. Heavy metal. But yeah, man. So, let's just switch gears here for just a second. Odin's throwing his mighty lightning bolts. Thor's bringing his mighty hammer. Let's say, hypothetically, that you're on death row. And all of the execution styles over, I don't know, I guess like of the last century are on the table. Right? So what you got? You got like the fucking the hang, being hung, right? And the guillotine, right? Maybe that's a little bit older, but Alice Cooper brought it back, so I'm going to go ahead and count it. So being hung, guillotine, being shot, the chair, Old Sparky, the gas chamber, or the lethal injection route. Now, they say that if the being hung, I don't know what the fuck it's called, whatever, being hung, hanging someone, if it's done properly with weights and like on a platform and everything, it's supposed to go super quick. Like in a blink of an eye, you drop down, it snaps your neck, you're fucking dead, right? The guillotine, they have to angle the blade just right. I guess if it comes straight down, it'll land on a bone. They have to angle it somehow so it'll sever between. I don't know. I heard that once. Anyway, whatever bullshit that is. You know, I guess if the blade is sharp and heavy enough, it'll just cut your fucking head off. Now, how painful would that be? It's like one of those questions like, would it be painful? Yes or no. Like, what do you think? Do you think it'd be fucking painful? Would it be like all of your pain sensors being triggered like explosively all at once? So it's like like beyond excruciating, beyond the most painful thing you can really think of, right? Okay. So I think the fucking guillotine might be out. Um, Also, there's that thing about like your head still being alive for like 30 seconds after it's been severed from your body. Okay, so fuck the guillotine. And then there's the old like classic go-to, just being shot, right? What the Chinese, what the Russians do. Someone uh, gets found guilty by a jury. They take him in a warehouse and they fucking plug him, or they let him sit in a cell for, I don't know, maybe a week or two, and they just take him into a room and they just fucking shoot him, right? Same way they did with Andre Chikatilo, or anyone who's been executed by the Chinese government. That's what they do. The Chinese government will actually charge the family for the price of the bullet. That there is called communism, folks. But yeah, being shot, okay? The state of Utah, which is where I live, the great state of Utah, still does have a firing squad execution thing. And there was a person, I don't know, I think it was 1994, who was killed by firing squad here in Utah. I almost think that would be like as fast as, like, if the dude really can fucking shoot, right? As fast as being hung properly. So, alright, so, okay, so then we're off firing squad onto, like, God, you know what, I'm gonna go on a tangent about firing squad. I remember this. I don't know if it was a Tales from the Crypt or what it was, but it was this episode of, I don't know, Tales from the Dark Side, Tales from the Crypt, whatever it was. And the main character, protagonist of the story, was a big time fucking coward, okay? He was just a coward. He's in the military. His father is like the leader of his military unit, whatever. And I'm not exactly sure how the plot went. It was many years ago when I saw this. But basically, the main character of the story needs to be executed. He's going to be executed, so, and like the dad's like in charge of the execution, and the kid's been a coward all his life, or yeah, the main character's been a coward all his life, and the dad said, look, I'm gonna fix a way where you can get out of this execution, but you have to act like you're gonna be executed, and you have to act like you're dead, but most importantly, you need to go to this execution with your head held up and face it like a fucking man, instead of the way you faced everything else through your whole life as a goddamn coward. So, the guy's going to be executed either way, so obviously he agrees. He thinks he's going to get out of it. He thinks it'll be blanks. I guess I'm kind of giving it away when I say he thinks. Anyway, the father leads him to believe it'll be blanks. So he goes in front of the firing squad. He sees that there are blood bags and a plan down at this dirt quarry, which he will land upon after being shot. And they shoot him. And he faces it like a man, and he takes it. And they shoot him. But the father lied. He was actually being executed. And the dad just wanted to see him act like a goddamn man for a second. And the most crucial second of his life, the end of it. So, Um, that story always kind of stuck with me, and like, you know, what Iron Maiden, the old Iron Maiden song, if you're gonna die, die with your boots on. Don't fucking die like a bitch. Back to what I was talking about. I got off on a tangent, and I did that on purpose, and I'm very sorry about that, but kind of not. Okay, being shot, right? Then they bring in old Sparky, the fucking electrocution chair, the electric chair. Sit a person down in it, strap them down, put shit on their head. Has to be like there's wet sponge. If it's not wet, things don't like flow towards the wet sponge, and it just goes throughout the entire body. All kinds of things can go wrong with this. So fuck this method. Electric chair. Fuck the electric chair. Yes, I'm very much for the death penalty, but I'm not for cruel and unusual punishment. And yeah, some motherfuckers deserve it. They really do. But we're supposed to be better than them, right? Okay, so gas chamber, right? They got 3 injection bullshit, or gas chamber. They pour all this bullshit in. You throw up all over yourself and pass out and die, right? A lot of times it goes wrong. Okay. Then there's a lethal injection. You get injected 3 different things. One's supposed to put you to sleep, one's supposed to shut down your lungs, and the other one's supposed to shut down all your, like your heart or internal organs. A lot of times the first one doesn't take so great, especially if a person is a big time drug user, which most people on fucking death row are. So then they feel their fucking lungs being shut down, so basically they suffocate to death. So this is what I'm telling you. The best ways to go out are the old school methods. Being shot, right? Or being hung. Okay? I mean, in comparison to all these other ones, where there's all kinds of weird technology and medical science and all this bullshit involved, the simplest ones seem to be the ones that work the best. Being shot, being hung. Okay? Shoot me or hang me, And if they don't hang you just right, then it takes it could take up to from 10 to 20 minutes of you just suffocating to death. Okay? So, I'm saying, if you're going to be executed, firing squad. That's the way to go. That is the way to go. Firing squad. Definitely. Because all the other ones depend on people doing their job right. And you know what? A lot of the times, people don't do their fucking job right. And, I mean, Jesus Christ, I don't have to tell you this. How many times have you been somewhere where someone isn't doing their goddamn job right? A lot of the time, fucking motherfuckers don't do their job right. So, I'm going to say, firing squad. That's the way to go out. And here is Burial Shrine. The song is called To Plow the Depths. How is that for a slice of fried gold? Goddamn burial shrine to plow the depths. So, I was looking at this album earlier today. All the songs start with the word to. It's like to do this, that, and the other. To do this, that, and the other. Track 2. To do this, that, and the other. All these things, there's like 10 tracks on here. The last one is called To Plow the Depths. So, I don't know, man. That's the one I chose. Because it was the last one. But, that was fucking great. That was fucking terrific. That was what I like to hear when I want to hear some motherfucking angry, dark, pissed off heavy metal. Burial Shrine. You motherfuckers are going in the favorites goddamn category for me. So, here's to you fuckers. Moose drool. Ooh. I love the moose drool because it's very, very strong. And it tastes good. It's a dark beer, and I like the dark beers. I know us colonialists like to beer, but this is fucking a beer I like. No, I fucking like dark beer. But speaking of English fellers, this week I was blessed by the gods. Whatever. Anyway, this band hit me up called Yersin. Okay, I'm gonna spell it for you. Yersin. And they're from England. And they play some serious fucking heavy metal, some grind kind of crazy shit. And they said, "Hey man, will you fucking play our shit on your podcast?" And I said, "Let's hear it." And they sent me 2 tracks, and I said, "Hell yeah, I'll play that shit. That's fucking crazy. You guys are going wild. I like it. I like that very much." So, last night, thing is, I was supposed to do this podcast last night. I know all you fucks are like, "Oh, Saturday's here and there's no Rocka podcast episode. What gives, Redbeard?" And I was just like, "Look, man, fuck. Last night at work, it was a motherfucker. I got into a fucking fight with my boss, and not a physical fight. I would destroy that dude. But like an argument, kind of, what the fuck is your problem, new guy? New guy is the boss, not me. I've been there for years. Anyway, so, what the fuck ever? What the fuck I was talking about? Anyway. It was a kind of a fuck night last night. I got off work like at least 2 hours later than I normally do, especially on a Friday. So, I wasn't able to do my podcast last night. Basically came straight home, went right to bed. Or no, I came home, showered, and then went right to bed because I can't go to bed without showering. Especially with my job. I come home dirty and filthy. It's gross. What the fuck am I even talking about right now? Point is, I was supposed to play this music last night. I did not. So, I'm playing it tonight. Don't yell at me. Don't fucking talk to me like I'm an asshole. I'm very defensive. I know. I'm sorry. I know you weren't. Anyway, so here's the thing. I'm going to play 2 songs. 2 songs, back to back, by the band Yersin. So stick around and check them out, and I will be right back after I play these 2 songs. Yersin, Northern Stronghold, and then Guilt. Let's go. Here's Yersin, Guilt.